Okay, good day everyone. I am Carbakil Aris BSA 2 Batch 7, and for today's video, we're going to tackle about materials for developing reading skills. Reading is wandering for knowledge. Reading is without doubts one of the most important skills for college, polytechnic, or even university students to shine in their studies. But now with computers, mobile phones, gadgets, and the internet, students are facing a hard time to read and loses the internet and the habits of reading. Do you know that reading is crucial if you want to be successful? So, reading wandering for knowledge. Again, reading. So, do you want to be successful? If your answer is yes, then you have to start reading habits. According to research, reading have countless benefits: medically breathing increase, aids sleeping, reduces stress, alleviates depression. Education's reading helps to build your vocabularies, increase your proficiency of reading, and as well as increase your knowledge in many areas. So for students either in college or university, reading requires extensive reading skills because you have to read a different level kind of reading. Materials and not the normal storybooks or entertainment book such as comics, but other relevant resources that should keep you or help you in your studies or in academic field. Most likely as a student, you'll be required to read printed books, e-books, journals, articles, or other textbooks that related to your field of studies. And the books are the kind of materials would require you, or this kind of materials would require you to have a good reading comprehension. So let's start reading. For example, one of the example is a narrative reading and documentary literacy. And now, for a narrative reading, before students read, preview the materials, have students read them one way. Check for students' understanding. And also for the documentary literacy, before the students read, preview the structures of the document. Check for students' understanding and have students scan for specific informations. And now, we know why reading will make you successful to improve your reading habit and start reading. Because it's always required to make sense of a difficult reading materials, much of it and written, so you have to be able to improve your habits of reading and you have to be concentrate when you are reading. So attitudes matter. So attitude is the acronyms of attentive, train, think, interested, tenacity, understand, desire, and effort. So, attentive. First, the attentive. Attentive, be an attentive reader. If you are attentive person, you are paying close attention to what is being said or done. So, an attentive reader will concentrate and focus on what he or she is reading. Second, think. So, think. So, reading requires thinking skills after that develop. Next, the interested. Interest, you need to have interest in the reading materials after that. Then, tenacity means having persistence, determination, so when reading, have the perseverance, accomplish reading. Some people likely have tenacity and would end up reading only a paragraph of the article. So next, the understand. So you keep it reading until you understand it. Keep it reading, again, keep it reading until you understand it. Then next is desire. You have the desire to read. If you don't have the desire, then you will not show lack of or then you will show lack of interest in what you're reading in. So the last is effort. So an effort, okay, so you have an effort to read, practice reading, and have at least, contribute some of your day and the time of the day to read materials in English. Without skills, you will not be a better reader. So the must-have skills for you are the first, skimming and scanning, meaning selecting important details. Second, understanding meaning of the word in context. Third, understanding main ideas of a paragraphs. Fourth, use mind maps to organize informations from various texts. Then fifth, make logical predictions. Question: how to skim? So before and how to skim, this is it. First, before reading, use skimming to preview. Then, during reading, use skimming to find thesis statement, main idea, supporting details, and organizational pattern and over style. After reading, use skimming to review, meaning reacting to the text, what to read while skimming. Always need the title first. Heading or title. From the title, you guess what the context is about. Then first paragraph. Read the introductory paragraph first, like really read, because the first paragraph will let you know the most important information. Then first and last sentence or paragraph. Not most cases, the first sentence would state the main idea. After the look for lie informations, skim the text for context by looking for. Then keywords, and the last keywords are to ignore details, and the last is bold words. And that's all. You know that how to skim and what is the importance of skills when you read. Don't forget that how to skim and skimming and scanning is important when you are reading. Here is the example. Let's read. Fats, especially saturated fat, affects the health of your heart and blood vessels. There are various types of fat. Saturated fat is often found in foods from animals. This includes fatty meats and skin of poultry and whole milk dairy products and like butter, cheese, cream, and ice cream. It also in coconut, palm kernel, and palm oils, which are found mostly in processed foods such as baked goods and snacks and crackers. And now let's review this paragraph. Firstly, look at the sentence. The first sentence usually is a topic sentence, which tells us the gist of the paragraph. So, her fats, especially saturated fats, affect the health of your heart and blood vessels. Next, try to highlight the key words in the paragraph. So here you can see the word fat is mentioned 6 times, including the word it as referring fat. So we know that we are reading about fats. So understand more scheme for related words. Now you see the words saturated is repeated twice. So this passage is about saturated fat. Now let's review what exactly is the passage about. First is talking about the negative effect of saturated fat. Then it mentioned what are the food that contains saturated fat. So overall, we can see that the paragraph is explaining about saturated fat. What would be the suitable topic? You can state the topic at saturated fat, or you can make it a question form. What is it? What is saturated fat? Or you can make it precise word containing saturated fat. Other suitable topic that you can take is. So again, remember, when you are reading, you need to be able to ask yourself a question. So ask question, what is the main idea of the text? Who is involved in the text? Why is the text mentioning a certain part? They use the 5H question to understand. So that's all for today's lesson. I hope that you know how to develop your reading skills. And again, practice reading to start the habit of reading. And if you want to become successful, you have to read. Alright, that's all from me today. Thank you for watching. And don't forget that habit of successful person never stop learning. Thank you.